Tonight, the first day of 2025, starting off deadly. At least 15 people killed after a Texas man drove through the crowd just trying to celebrate the new year in New Orleans. Throughout the hour, we're going to dive into this man's history, hear from witnesses, and tell you his ties to the Houston area. We begin with anchor Rashi Vats in the newsroom. Rashi.
Well, Caroline, we do know that at least 15 people were killed and dozens injured after a driver plowed a car into a large crowd on Canal and Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Now, we also know that this happened around 3:15 a.m. today, so it hasn't even been 24 hours. Now, we do know that the FBI is investigating the incident as an act of terrorism. Also, we know police have identified the suspect as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Bahar Jabbar from Houston. Now, he was killed in a gunfight with police following that incident, and we're told 2 police officers were wounded in that process. Now, we are continuing our coverage tonight with Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia, who is live in New Orleans. So, Jonathan, we are learning more from the FBI about this investigation.
That's right. We're learning more. We also learned more during President Joe Biden's address to the nation tonight as he talked about the horrific details that happened here on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Just a tragic situation for many that were impacted by this. At this hour, it remains an active crime scene investigation. In his address to the nation today, President Joe Biden giving more details about what the agency, the FBI, learned about Jabbar. We know that he posted violent social media videos hours before the street attack.
I've directed my Attorney General, the FBI Director, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the head of the National Counterterrorism Center, and the intelligence community to work on this intensively until we have a full and complete information.
As we've been mentioning all along, the FBI is the lead agency in this investigation, and they revealed that Jabbar had an ISIS flag on the truck he was driving and found explosive devices in his car. Now the agency believes he did not act alone and are searching for more suspects.
Jonathan, the impact that this is having, 15 people dead, it's just unbelievable that this is how we're starting 2025 off. How are people reacting tonight? Have you had the chance to talk to some locals there or anybody who was impacted directly by losing someone?
Yeah, Caroline, it's a mood of what they tell me. It's bittersweet because many are here visiting in town. I spoke with a couple and a family that came from Toronto. They were here to take in the game that was supposed to be happening tonight, but that was postponed for 24 hours. And I also spoke with a couple that flew in from Montana. They were here for their friend's wedding, or they are here for their friend's wedding, but you can only imagine going to a wedding and these conditions that is happening here in New Orleans. And as for the Houston connection, I was able to speak with a family who did not want to go on camera, but they tell me they were here to celebrate their loved one's 50th birthday. And unfortunately, it's a celebration that they feel it's an unfortunate situation that they're here to celebrate someone's birthday, but at the other end, there's 15 people that died and dozens others that were injured.
Jonathan, thank you for that report.